Spencer Strecker. At pitcher, Carter Stansbury. At catcher, Kelby Rice. Third base, David Crandall. Left field, Logan Schubert. Designated hitter, Noah Carmichael. Second baseman, Ketlin Grasser. And right field, Sayo Dufet. And now for the home team, Sacred Heart Knights. In center field, Cameron Yoder. In left field, Jet Samuelson. Pitching, Evan Bogart. Third baseman, Cooper Ivy. Catcher, Leon Rowe. Shortstop, Luke Colin. First base, Kason Ivy. Second base, Noah Hines. And right field, Alex West. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of our national anthem sung by senior Eva Matucci.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies with the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eva Matucci.
And a very pleasant good afternoon here. Welcome into our coverage of Sacred Heart basketball here on Salina Post. Good afternoon from Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett. We're glad you're with us here listening and watching to Sacred Heart's first game here in this regional, here in 2-1A, as they will take on the team that won the play-in game. It was the 8-9 matchup. It was the Ellis Railers, and they fell to the Little River Redskins in the previous game by a score of 11-7. As now the top seed Sacred Heart takes the field, and they will take on the Redskins here for the right to go through the semifinals, as that will be played next Thursday out in Hayes, as Thomas More Prep will be the host school for that 2-1A state regional semifinal round and the finals next Thursday on May the 16th. First of all, let's go ahead and go over our starters here for the two teams. First of all, for the visiting Little River Redskins, they come in now with a record after their victory over Ellis earlier this afternoon. 5-16 now are the Redskins, and they will start C.J. Herzog at center field batting first. Batting second, Logan Rankin. He'll play short today. Spencer Strecker batting third and playing first base. Pitching and batting fourth, Carter Stansbury. Batting fifth, Kelby Rice. He'll play the catcher spot here this afternoon. Also, David Crandall, batting sixth. He'll be the third baseman. Batting seventh and playing the seventh position in left field, it'll be Logan Schubert. Noah Carmichael will be the DH. He'll bat eighth, and batting ninth will be Kellen Grasser, and he will play second base. Flexed out of the batting order, I should say, is Sile Neufeld. He will be the right fielder today for Little River. On the bump for Sacred Heart, Evan Bogart, his eighth appearance, seventh start. 5-0 on the season coming in. 55 strikeouts, 16 walks. And his first pitch is high for ball one. And we are underway here from Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina. 13 hits he's given up. Just 29 innings pitched on the season. And only given up 3 earned runs for an ERA of just .724 for Evan Bogart, the senior pitcher for the Knights. CJ Herzog, 1-0 count to him. Pitch in, swings through that one. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2, and I correct myself, 2-2 I should say. 2-2 count. And that one fouled off to the right side. It'll remain 2-2. Zevin gets a new baseball. You see the Little River Redskins in their visiting red uniforms. Red tops, gray pants, black numerals and letters with the white trim. And there's a pop-up on the infield. Bogart under it, right on the first base line in foul territory. Makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll retire Herzog. Shortstop Logan Rankin steps in. And I was joking a bit with the Sacred Heart athletic director here in the booth a bit earlier that I couldn't figure out at first how Bogart had an ERA over 7, but then I saw where the decimal point was and realized, oh, that is a nowhere near 7. That's under 1. That one fouled to the left side, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Other games going on here in the bracket, as 3 of the 4 games right now all had a 5 o'clock first pitch scheduled. That one way outside and up. Knights, we got this one. The play-in game was actually didn't get over till a little after 5, so we got this one going here at about 5:40. Bogart's next offering, that's on the inside corner for a strike. 2-2. The Knights will take on the winner of Inman and Brookville, El Salim. They're playing that game at 5 o'clock this evening. Next pitch, that one low, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Logan Rankin. Other games at the bottom half of the bracket. Pitch, there's a strikeout. Backwards K. And number 56 on the season for Bogart. And quickly 2 down here as the 3-hole hitter up now, first baseman Spencer Strecker for the Redskins. Thomas More Prep, the host school, the 2 seed, taking on Bennington tonight. First pitch in there, called for a strike, 0-1. And also Ellenwood taking on Hutch Trinity. That one outside and had a notion, held off, did Strecker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here, top of the first here. As the Knights, you see them, they're home whites with the white tops, white bottoms. The navy blue lettering on the front, gold numbers on the back. And the blue and white caps as well for the Knights. 2-1 pitch from Bogart. That one fouled back, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pop out, taken by Bogart. And Van Rinken looking, and there's a second backwards K, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base after a half inning. It's Sacred Heart 0 and Little River 0. We come back after a break. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Regional Baseball, presented by Maury Clinic here on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dane at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Welcome back here to Dean Evans Stadium. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett on the camera this afternoon. On the hill for Little River today will be Carter Stansbury. And here is the Knights starting lineup as the Little River Redskins, I mentioned they're the 8th seed coming in. The Knights the top seed in the bracket here as they are 18-2 on the season. They'll lead off with Cam Yohe at center field. Batting second, Jet Samuelson. Playing left field today, Evan Bogart batting third. He'll be doing the pitching. Cooper Ivey playing third base, batting fourth. Leon Rowe batting fifth. He'll be the catcher today. Luke Colin batting sixth. He'll be the shortstop this afternoon. Kason Ivey playing first base, batting seventh. Noah Hines playing second base, batting eighth. And Maddox Wells will bat ninth, and he will be the right fielder. So Cam Yohe, 382 average on the season, 21 hits, 1 double, 20 singles, 12 ribbies, 31 runs on the season for the night leadoff hitter. As we get set for the home half of the first inning here from Dean Evans Stadium. Again, the Little River game, as they beat Ellis, I should say, earlier on here before this one. And now all 4 quarterfinal games going on, with the home teams, of course, being here at Sacred Heart, along with Thomas More Prep out in Hayes, also Ellenwood, and also Inman, hosting those games here this evening. So Yohe in the box for his first plate appearance in a scoreless game here, and there Yohe, first pitch, popped in. Out of play on the right side, 0-1. I want to thank you again for joining us here, and our sponsor, Maury Clinic. Thank you for being our presenting sponsor for this game here this afternoon here in Salina and Dean Evans Stadium. Next pitch, and that one's high and tight, ball 1-1 to Yohe. Lefty on the mound again for Little River, who will also lead off next inning. Will be the 4th man in the order, and it's Carter Stansbury. There's a shot up and left center, taken care of, I should say, by the center fielder, C.J. Herzog. So 1 out. So 1 man down. Comes lefty Jet Samuelson up. 292 average, 14 hits, 5 singles, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 4 homers, 19 ribbies, 23 runs on the season for Jet, one of the Knights seniors. Takes that one for ball 1. Feel like I just got some of these guys' numbers memorized from basketball season. And then we move into the spring and different sport, different number. 2 balls, no strikes on Samuelson. Two-0 pitch. And that one taken for a strike. 2-1 to Samuelson. Another nice day for baseball here. Just a light breeze. Temperature right around 80 degrees here on a beautiful May evening in Salina. And that one swung on, popped up. Second base under it, and that's going to drop. Under it was Grasser for Little River. Can't handle the pop, and Samuelson's going to reach on an error to start this off. And that's going to bring up Bogart now with 1 man on, 1 man out. Short lead from first by Samuelson. First pitch to Bogart. Taken for ball 1, and to second base goes Jet Samuelson. Ball didn't get all that far away from catcher Kelly Rice, but enough that Samuelson took off, so now a runner in scoring position as Samuelson at second. Bogart with a 1-0 pitch. The next offering to him. Takes that one inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Or one ball, 1 strike, I should say. So ones are wild on the scoreboard. Number 1's at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Next pitch to Bogart. That one swung on. Popped up foul territory right side. Giving chase, and with the catch, Samuelson's going to go to third as Bogart's going to pop out to first baseman Spencer Strecker.
Up next to the Knights, third baseman Cooper Ivy.
Cooper Ivy, Ruby out there waiting for him. Samuelson at third base. Would be the Knights' first run here of the game. The first run for either team here in the game, here in the bottom of the first. First pitch down and in. Ball 1. Well, for Ivy, 340 average, 16 hits, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs, 19 runs on the season for the Knights' third baseman. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. Swung on. 2 out fly to center. Ooh, heck of a catch out there. Kept backing up, and making the catch for the third out. CJ Herzog one more time, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left after 1 full inning. Scoreless here between Sacred Heart and Little River as you're listening to the Knights here on Salina Post, presented by Maori Clinic.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate...
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to Dean Evans Stadium. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett. Hope you're enjoying our audio and video here, the Sacred Heart Knights, and that one fouled off for strike one. Another fastball from Evan Bogart for strike one. Fourth in the order, Carter Stansbury, the pitcher for Little River this afternoon. Next offering, outside, ball one. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now upstairs, but swung through it for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. As 2 of the 3 outs in the first. Bogart, a perfect 1-2-3 first. 2 strikeouts already. Added his total now 57 on the season for the Knights senior. A little something off that one, but left it upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count even once again. The next offering, and that one looked close. But laying off at Stansbury, and full count now, 3-2. To the Redskin pitcher. Next offering, and that one, woo. Laced foul off the right side. Remains 3-2. Redskins still looking for their first base runner, and that will do it as Stansbury on. Fouled the first pitch off at 3-2. Drew the walk with the second one with the count full. Fifth hitter, fifth in the order now, Kelby Rice, the catcher, showing bunt. Pitch, and he pulls back but takes it for strike one. So the right side of the infield, third baseman Kason Ivy holding Stansbury on over there, but playing in at third base. Pickoff play at first, runner back. The starters say playing in there Cooper Ivy from his position there at third base. Next pitch in there, and that one laced to the right side. That's going to fall for a single. So now first and second. Little River a walk and a single, and they've got runners on at first and second. Now David Crandall, third baseman. 2 on, nobody out for the Redskins here in the top of the second. Going to have a courtesy runner at first base, and that will be Elijah Stagner, I should say. So he's going to run for Kelby Rice. 2 on, nobody out, showing bunt again, and that one taken for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Showing bunt again, Crandall, and popped it straight up, but back to the screen. And the Knights will have no play on it, but 0-2. The count now to the Redskins' third baseman. An 0-2 count. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the visiting half of the second inning. Bogart looks back as runners, sets, fires, and misses upstairs. 1-2. Next offering from Bogart, up and in. 2-2. So Crandall, after falling behind 0-2, has worked the count back to even at 2-2. There's Bogart once again. Took something off that one in his third strikeout, all backwards Ks, looking again. And there's the first out of the inning. Logan Schubert. Next up, the left fielder for Little River. Still 2 men on, first and second. 1 man out, that one up and tight, up and in. High and tight, I guess I should say. Either way, it's a ball. 1-0. Next pitch, swung. Just kind of a half-hearted swing there. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Bogart. That one swung through again. First pitch missing and 2 quick strikes. Next pitch, and that one low and outside, and play at third now. The throw down there, and both runners are going to be safe. Stansbury goes to third. Stagner to second. So Schubert up. And they're going to call batter interference, so the Knights catch a break. Noah Carmichael. The runners will go back. Not pitching there for a strike. Carmichael the DH. 8th hole hitter. Runners still at first and second, but now 2 outs. That one missing down and in the dirt, and now the runners will both advance. That one up and outside, 1-2. Or rather 2-1, I should say. Runners at second and third for the Redskins, 2-1. That one taken for strike 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Bogart now in with the pitch. Ooh, and that just missed. Payoff pitch, 3-2, 2 outs. Bogart in with the pitch, swung through. 2 more Ks. 2 left on after an inning and a half. We're still scoreless as you're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Regional Baseball on Salina Post, presented by the Maury Clinic.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital-grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Baseball here on Salina Post. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett. Hope you're enjoying our stream this afternoon here on salinapost.com. Got the audio and the video going here, and we're glad you're with us here for high school baseball. The regionals have begun. This was the first game. Why we started a little bit late here this evening here in Salina. The 8-9 matchup where the other 6 teams in the bracket all had single games, or all have single games going on right now throughout the area. And this, the TMP Hayes Regional, had the 8-9 match, the play-in game before this one. And now the Knights, the top seed, taking on the 8 seed Little River. The Redskins beat the Railers of Ellis earlier on 11-7 to advance here to the matchup here with the Knights. Here's Leon Rowe, 375 hitter on the season. First pitch high and outside, ball one. 18 hits. He's got 5 doubles and a triple on the season. 28 RBIs, 8 runs scored for the Knights. Catcher. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch into him, and that is inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And somebody forgot to silence their phone. Might have been me. Next pitch. Off speed, in there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Leon Rowe. Luke Cullen due up next, followed by Case and Ivy. For Sacred Heart, that one down and in. Ball 3-1. The line score exactly the same right now, 0-1 and 0 for both teams. Home half of the second, that one missing up. There's a walk to Leon Rowe to lead off the home half of the second.
Up next for the Knights, shortstop Luke Cullen.
Comes Luke Cullen playing shortstop today. Cullen 357 on the season, 10 hits, 1 double, 12 RBI, 16 runs on the season. Courtesy runner. Out at first base for Rowe. Cullen now in the box. Short lead at first base. And with the pitch, showing bunt, pulls back to Cullen. And it's ball 1. Again, the other games going on tonight in the bracket. Inman's hosting El Saline in the 4-5 matchup. They would play the winner of this one at 2 o'clock on Thursday of next week out in Hayes at TMP. And that one, another bunt showed, but pulling back. Ball 2 now to Luke Cullen. In the bottom half of the bracket, Bennington on the road at TMP, out in Hayes tonight, as well as Ellenwood hosting Hutch Trinity. In the bottom half of the bracket, the other 2 quarterfinal matchups here this evening. Showing bunt again, Cullen pulls back one more time. That one taken for a strike. It'll be 2-1, and taking second base. It's 2-1 the count. Runner at second for the Knights. Two-one pitch to Cullen. That one's high. Ball 3. A great night for baseball. Nice crowd here from a lot of blue and gold here in the crowd today for the Sacred Heart Knights here at home in Salina. And that one reaching out and just off the shortstop glove. It's in play. Rounding third as Cullen's going to go to second and in for the night first run. I believe that was Brady Wells. I couldn't pick up that number, and that's who it is. Brady Wells will score the first night run.
And next, first baseman Kason Ivy.
So Kason Ivy's going to bat now with Cullen at second base. Now Kason Ivy, and he swings through the first pitch, I should say, for strike 1. Cullen at second, Ivy at the plate. Noah Hines on deck, and after that be Maddox Wells. Then the top of the order for Sacred Heart. 1-0 Knights. Next pitch, and that one. Left center, it's up, and that's going to drop for a single. Cohen's going to go to third, so now the Knights with runners at the corners, and still nobody out here in the home half of the second.
Next to the Knights, second baseman Noah Hines.
Noah Hines now at the plate. Look down at third base. 8th hole hitter for the Knights now. Knights already 1 in here in business. Here in the bottom of the second, already up 1-0. 2 men on. Stansbury looks his runner back at first and in with the pitch, called for strike 1. Let's look down to third base from Noah Hines over to Coach Dalton Dooley. Next offering, that's going to be outside, and taking second base is going to be Kason Ivy. So now Ivy at second, Coland at third. And the next pitch, well outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runners at second and third for the Knights. 1 in. Maddox Wells on deck, Noah Hines back in the box with a 2-1 count. Next pitch in is inside. 3-1. Hitter's count now. Had the advantage at 2-1, now 3-1 to Noah Hines. Runners take their lead at second and third. Next pitch in is going to miss low, well before bouncing in the dirt, well before the plate, and there is a walk. So Colen at third, Ivy at second, Hines at first, and Maddox Wells, the 9th place hitter and right fielder, up for Sacred Heart. On deck, Cam Yohe in the top of the order. 1-0 Sacred Heart. Bases full of Knights. Pitch from Stansbury. That one missing up, ball 1. And nowhere to put him. In that situation now where a walk would force in a run. Next pitch is missing high, 2-0. A little bit of frustration in that body language from pitcher Carter Stansbury for Little River. Knows he's in a jam with bases loaded. Strike 1, 2-1 now. But I started to say with the bases loaded, nobody out. And the top of the order coming up next. Due up next for Sacred Heart. There's Wells' next pitch to him, and that's up and outside. 3-1. So again, another one outside the strike zone now would plate another run for Sacred Heart. Comes the next pitch. That one laced to left field. That's going to drop. 1 run will score. And they're going to hold Ivy up at third. So another run comes in, the 3rd hit of the inning for Sacred Heart. Bases still loaded, still nobody out. And the top of the order now, Cam Yohe flew out to center his first time up. 4th hit for the Knights thus far. A pair in. So far here in the home half of the second. Next pitch from Stansbury is taken for a strike, 0-1. That one bounced at the plate and coming in. No plate, the plate. Another run's going to score on the pass ball. Kason Ivy will score. So now Hines to third, Wells to second. First base open. 3 in now for the Knights on 3 hits here in the inning. 2 walks, 3 singles. And nobody out as of yet for the Sacred Heart Knights. That pitch in their first strike, 1-2. Swung through that one. And Yoey's 0-2. As there's a strikeout. First out of the inning for the Knights. So 1 man down. Runner second and third. Here comes Jet Samuelson to the plate. Mentioned back before his first AB that 4 home runs, 19 ribbies. He has the most long balls of any night here on the season. That one popped up under it and for the out with the catch. Stansbury at his pitcher spot, so Evan Bogart. And quickly 2 down for the Knights all of a sudden. Yoey struck out. Samuelson flew out, popped out to the pitcher. And now Bogart to the plate. Didn't go over his numbers. His first AB, his first at bat, 490 average for the night pitcher, I should say. And in the dirt, gets away from the catcher momentarily. As Kelly Rice retrieves the ball, but no attempt to score by Noah Hines at third base for the Knights. 1-0 pitch to Evan Bogart, 24 hits, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, 26 RBIs, 32 runs scored on the season for the Knights senior. 2-0. Next pitch to Bogart is he thought about it and it is called a strike. 2-1. A little something off speed from Stansbury, and Bogart thought about it. Held off, and it was called for a strike. And there, another laced ball left side, and a bouncing past the left fielder now. 1 run's in, a second run's going to score, and Bogart off to the races. He'll end up at second with a double and 2 ribbies. Hines scores, Wells scores, and the Knights lead it 5-0.
Up next for the Knights, third baseman Cooper Ivy.
So Cooper Ivy, cleanup hitter, and now the 9th batter of the inning for the Knights. Bogart's at second. 2 men down. And they're going to call. Going to charge an error, it looks like, to Schubert out there in left field. So 1-0 now to Cooper Ivy, the Knight third baseman, on with up to bat, I should say, with 2 out. That one missed a strike, or ball 2, and yes, I have lost a bit of my concentration. Two balls, no strikes. 2 down for the Knights. 5 in on 4 hits. That one low in the dirt. 3-0. So I'd be very shocked if Ivy wasn't taking on this pitch with a count 30. Next offering, and he was taken all the way. It's called strike 1, 3-1. Again, Bogart's at second. That one right back up the box, past second, into center. Bogart around third. He's going to score, and it's 6-0 Sacred Heart. So now Ivy's at first, and Leon Rowe up for the second time here in the second inning. 6 in for the Knights on 5 hits here in the inning. Stansbury's next pitch, and his first to Rowe is down in the dirt for a ball. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Walked and scored earlier here in the inning for the Knight first run. Ivy lead from first. Next pitch. 1-1. That one low and away, gets away from the catcher Rice, and around second on the pass ball, Cooper Ivy. Tenth batter of the inning for Sacred Heart. 6 runs on 5 hits, along with an error committed by left fielder Logan Schubert. And that one again back up the box, right over the umpire's head and around third. Getting away from center fielder Herzog for a moment. I'm not sure it would have mattered anyway, but in there to score is Cooper Ivy. Rose singles to center. He's going to have a courtesy runner. And out there again will be Brady Wells, as Luke Colin comes in for the second time to the plate. Singled and scored his first time up. So 7 in now for the Knights on 6 hits in the inning. And the hits keep on coming, no pun intended. So again, Wells at first. Colin up to the plate for his second AB. Pitch into him, and that one right down the third base line, but just going foul. That first hop might have been in fair territory, but skips foul down the line, and it's just a long strike, 0-1. Next pitch, and that inside. Ball 1, and up to second is Wells. Two men down, the first 5 of the inning here in the second score. 2 quick outs, and that one off the third, ground ball there, over to first. Close play there, but out. And that's going to retire the side for the Knights, but 7 runs on 6 hits, nobody, or rather 1 left on. 1 error and 1 left on. We're through 2 complete. It's now Sacred Heart 7, Little River nothing, and you're listening to Sacred Heart Regional Baseball on Salina Post, presented by Maury Clinic.
Opus Plasma Skin Resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just 1 procedure. Treat moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Welcome back to Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina and this regional quarterfinal game between the Knights of Sacred Heart and the Little River Redskins. Little River earlier on in the 8-9 matchup, the play-in game to face the Knights. Little River won that one by a score of 11-7 over the Railers. Ninth place hitter up now, Kelton Grasser. That one missed outside. Second baseman up for Little River. 4 strikeouts thus far, and there's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Grasser, the 9-hole hitter. That one again low and outside. Ball 2. 2-1. So 4 strikeouts now for Bogart. Brings the total on the season to 59. Next pitch in, and that one swung through again with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch in, and that one missing upstairs, but not by much. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the third for Little River in Kelton Grasser. And that one again swung through. There is the 5th of the game for Bogart. And number 60 on the season for the Sacred Heart senior. 60 Ks and counting as we're back to the top of the order for Little River. Popped up to the pitcher, popped up to Bogart. His first time up did C.J. Herzog, the center fielder for Little River. First pitch. Boy, that one looked low from here, but that one reached on and fouled back, so quickly it's 0-2 to Herzog. Oh and 2. Next pitch in, another fastball and a half-hearted swing for strike 3, and then the second K of the inning. The 6th in the game for Bogart. So far he had 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and now 2 in the third. As in there the second hole hitter, 2-hole. Shortstop Logan Rankin, who struck out looking back in the first. That one high and outside, ball 1. Majority of the time, Bogart's gonna just majority of those pitches, and there's another one, a fastball though missing outside, 2-0. He'll take a little something off the pitch here and there, but by and large, majority of his pitches are going to be fastballs, and that one again missing outside, 3-0. (3-0) 2 outs. Next pitch in, and 4-pitch walk, and a bit of frustration in the body language now of Evan Bogart. So he walks Rankin with 2 out. And that brings up Spencer Strecker, who also struck out looking to end the first. 0-1-1 for Little River, 7-7-0 for Sacred Heart. 7 runs on 7 hits. That one, little chopper right back up the middle. Tough play, second to first. Nice snag and out. 4-3 on the putout. Hines to Ivy to end the inning. After 2.5. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left after 2.5. Sacred Heart leads at 7-0. This is Sacred Heart Regional Baseball. You're listening and watching to it on Salina Post, presented by Maury Clinic.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Springtime is here and we're on the go. Visit Commercial Tire Center and get ready to roll. We're driving more and more and getting ready for springtime activities. From the smallest lawnmower tires to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck tires. Call Commercial Tire for repairs that aren't tire related. Our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back to Dean Evans Stadium. I'm Adam Coulter along with Brian Dennett on the broadcast here on SalinaPost.com. Glad you're with us. Want to thank all of our sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, Maury Clinic. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Baseball. The Knights 7-0. Meanwhile, the Redskins just one hit and one error. And up to lead off here in the Knights half of the third be the 7-8-9 hitters, Case and Ivy, Noah Hines, and Maddox Wells. So Case and Ivy singled and scored in the second. And to the plate he comes. First pitch, lefty-lefty matchup. That one inside for ball one. That one's going to miss outside. 2 balls and a strike, or 2 balls and no strikes, rather. Next pitch in, and that one is fouled off, popped up, giving chase, and it's out of the range, out of the reach of the catcher. For Little River, Kelby Rice. For strike one, 2-1 to Case and Ivy. Next pitch in, inside, and fouled off to the right side for a strike two, 2-2. Winner of this one gets the winner of El Saline. That one taken for ball 3, 3-2. El Saline on the road tonight at Inman. In the other quarterfinal in the top half of the bracket, also going on, Ellenwood hosting Hutch Trinity. And Thomas More Prep, the host school. And that one missing for ball 4. Bennington on the road at TMP Hayes, where the winners of tonight's quarterfinal matches will play on Thursday on the 16th in the state semis, or the regional semis, I should say. And then the finals with a trip to the state tourney on the line in 2-1A. That one down behind to the backstop, and up to second base is Case and Ivy. Next pitch in from the lefty is upstairs, ball 2. Noah Hines walked and scored as the Knights, last inning, the bottom of the second. First 5 runners scored, or first 5 batters, I should say, got on and scored. 2 quick outs, then 2 more runs as the Knights batted around and plated 7 runners on 6 hits. As they lead by a touchdown here and a 3-0 count now to Noah Hines, and likely looking all the way at this 3-0 pitch. And he was. It's outside for ball 4. Now runners at first and second for Sacred Heart. It's 2 straight walks. Ivy's at second, Hines at first, Maddox Wells, 9th place center, will hit. And Cam Yohe, the top of the order, on deck. So Wells on, 2 on, nobody out. Runners at first and second. The first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Wells stepped out for a moment, now back in the batter's box. Next pitch to him, and that's going to be taken inside, and that's going to get away from the catcher Rice, and both runners will advance. So now runners at second and third. Ivy goes to third, Hines to second. 2 runners in scoring position, and now a conference on the mound for Little River. So again for the night, 7 runs on 7 hits. No errors for the Redskins. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error as well. Doesn't look like it'll be a pitching change here at this moment, and short meeting. A lot of times the umpire will have to go break up the conference. Two-0 count as head coach Terry Rankin back to the dugout for the Redskins. Runners at second and third now for the Knights. First base open, nobody out. 2-0 count to Maddox Wells. Next pitch to him. That one is, he held up and taken for ball 3. So another 3-0 count. The second one would be the second straight 4-pitch walk. If in fact this pitch is outside the strike zone. And it is. So Wells will walk. So now the
Up next, center fielder Cameron Yohe.
Knights have the bases loaded. Without the benefit of a hit here in the inning. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Cam Yohe. Bottom of the third, nobody out. Pitch in there, called for a ball. One ball, no strikes, and that one taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Dang it, 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes the next offering. That one laced between short and third, past short. 1 runs in. The windmill on at third, and 2 runs are going to score. Ivy scores. Hines scores. That's a single into left for Cam Yohe as they hold Wells at second. 2 ribbies for Cam Yohe. And now lefty Jet Samuelson at the dish. 9-0 Knights. Next pitch in there. Taking for a strike over the outside corner. No balls and a strike. 2 in here for the Knights here in the home half of the third inning. And that one behind Samuelson. And both runners are going to advance, so it'll be Wells at third now And Yoey's going to go to second. It's actually the fact that that pitch went behind Samuelson. It actually put Samuelson behind, or rather between catcher Rice and third baseman Crandall. So really didn't have a good line of vision to throw that, even to attempt to get the runner out there at third. But 2-1 the count, nobody out. 2 on for the Knights at second and third. Samuelson calls for time. Two in for the Knights on 3 walks and a hit. And that one, reaching down for it, pops it up again. And that one may drop, and it does, into short center. Yoey's going to go to third, and in to score with the Knights' 10th run is Maddox Wells.
Pitcher Evan Bogart.
So Samuelson now on at first, and Bogart to the plate. Popped out to first base his first time up, doubled with a couple of RBIs in the second. 10-0 Sacred Heart. Samuelson leads off first, Yoey from third. First pitch to Bogart. There goes Samuelson to second, and he'll take it easily. So now the Knights, again, runners at second and third. First base open. In the count 1-0 to the Knight pitcher. Next offering is low and outside, gets away from the catcher, and that's going to score Yoey. Samuelson to third. It's now 11-0. So it'll be 2-0 to Bogart. Runner at third is Jet Samuelson, and the Knights 11 runs in the game, and a big lead over Little River. That one in the dirt, and Samuelson taking a look. It's still not back to third, and now he retreats back to the third base bag. Bogart holds his hand up as if to say, throw up the stop sign. Samuelson took a look down at the plate. 3-0. Strike one. 3-1 to Bogart. Cooper Ivy on deck. Singleton scored his last time up in the second. 3-1 to Bogart is inside. Another free pass. Bogart's on at first.
Third baseman.
Cooper Ivy flew out to center in the first inning. As I mentioned, he Singleton scored in the second. 4 in, another conference at the mound, and this is going to have a pitching change here. We'll take a quick break. We will come back. 11-0 Knights here, bottom of the third. Still nobody out as we take a break. Sacred Heart Regional Baseball. You're listening and watching here on Salina Post, presented by Maori Clinic.
Hometown Disposal is hiring Class B CDL drivers with air brake endorsements. Rear load driver needed immediately. You would work Tuesday through Friday, approximately 30 to 35 hours, potentially lead into driving positions such as front load trash or roll off. Hometown Disposal is locally owned, offering residential, commercial, and trash service. Hometown Disposal offers seasonal job opportunities as well. Hometown Disposal hauls front load, roll off, and rear load disposal events for large cleanup jobs. Please apply in person at 720 North Broadway or check out Salina Post to send your resume.
If you're considering a career in healthcare, the nursing program at Kansas Wesleyan University can open doors for your future. You'll learn from experienced faculty, and there are great clinical opportunities right here in Salina. Tremendous scholarships are available, and KWU graduates posted 100% NCLEX pass rate last year. Want to know more? Visit kwu.edu/nursing today. Again, that's kwu.edu/nursing.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Summer is just around the corner, which means our calendars are filling up quickly with activities, vacations, and time spent with family and friends. Don't forget to make time and schedule you or your child's annual checkup. Dr. Emma Kester is a family physician at Mowry Clinic in Salina. She welcomes patients of all ages, including newborns. Dr. Kester offers well child checks, sports physicals, and everything in between. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Kester or visit MowryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Mowry.
And we're back here at Dean Evans Stadium. Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett here on SalinaPost.com. And the new pitcher in the game now is C.J. Herzog. He moves in from center to take over on the mound. Down 11-0 are the Redskins. Runners at first and third. Samuelson at third, Bogart at first, and to the plate is Cooper Ivy. That one in the dirt. And so now runners at first and second for the Knights. Next pitch. Inside corner with a strike. And Bogart, courtesy runner in for him. Big lead, I believe that's Brady Wells once again. And that one, now 1-2 count. To the night catcher and 5-hole hitter Leon Rowe. Next pitch into him, and he swung through that one. It was low and away, it looked like anyway. Called for a strike, and strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. So runners remain at first and third. And Leon Rowe is going to bat. Walked and scored in the second. Also singled and was stranded in the second. That one's going to miss high for ball one, 1-0. And the winner of this one is going to get the winner of El Saline. And Inman, that one right back up the middle. One runs in, Samuelson scores, around third to score another run. And in there again. And that was actually Doyle Marshall, courtesy runner, so 2 more in for the Knights. So 2 more in. On a roll. Courtesy runner, and that is Brady Wells back out there for Leon Rowe as he singles in a couple. 13-0. And Luke Colin now will be the 9th hitter for the Knights as they will bat around again for the second straight inning, up 13-0 now. Next pitch, off speed, in there for a strike. 0-1. And at the plate, again is Luke Cullen, singled and scored in the second. And grounded out, third to first to end the second. Short lead at first, that one to second, double play ball. Second to short for one, over to first. Not in time. So 2 outs now for the Knights.
Up next, first baseman Kason Ivy.
So Rose out at second. 4-6. And Colendon, the fielder's choice. Up to the plate now, I should say, Kason Ivy. 1 man on, 2 men down. 6 in for the Knights, and throw to first, runner back. Herzog looking the runner back over at first, pitching, taking for a strike. To the 7-hole hitter, Kason Ivy, up for his second time here in the 3rd inning. Again, looking over at first is Herzog. Short lead by Wells, pitch to the plate, and that one fly to right. And barely moving, right to him. He made it taking a step forward, but flying out to Neufeld. And that's going to do it for the Knights here in the 3rd, but 6 more runs score. 6 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 1 left after 3 complete. Sacred Heart 13, Little River nothing, as you're listening to Regional Baseball with the Knights here on Salina Post, presented by Maury Clinic.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
You can't always predict disaster in your home, but you can certainly look for signs. When it comes to your septic system and the way your toilets flush, here are some tips from Salina Septic Service. Sewer backups often have warning signs, including gurgling, strange noises, or unusual odors. Salina Septic Service guarantees a complete service and a no questions asked warranty on all repairs with the can't write a check guarantee. Money saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Back here in Salina, Dean Evans Stadium, the 1-8 matchup here, the Sacred Heart Knights and the Little River Redskins, and the top seed. It was scoreless after 1, but the Knights start the scoring in the 2nd. They bat around actually in both the 2nd and the 3rd innings as we head now to the top of the 4th. 7 in the 2nd, 6 more in the 3rd as the Knights bat around and then some in both innings. 0-1 and 1 for the Redskins, 13, 10 and none for Sacred Heart. 13 runs on 10 hits for Sacred Heart. They've been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks as well. That's Cam. Looks like Cam Yohe now on the mound for the Knights. And it is. So Bogart finishes up. He threw 3 complete.
On in relief for the Knights, Cameron Yohe.
6 strikeouts. Or even 60 on the season. Or 61, I should say now. As Cam Yohe takes over at the pitcher spot for the Knights. So again, back here in Salina, Dean Evans Stadium. Quarterfinal round here of this, one of the regional games and regional brackets here in 2-1A. That one taken upstairs for ball 1. That one, a big swing and a miss to Carter Stansbury. Walked and was stranded at 3rd. back in the second. Next pitch down low, but hung in there just enough to get called for a strike. And the count now 1-2. And he struck him out looking. And there's the first out of the inning for the Redskins. Here's Kelby Rice now. He's singled back in the second, where the Redskins got their first 2 men on base, but they were both stranded on base after a couple of strikeouts by Bogart and also an out by batter interference. 0-1, 1 man down, and that one low. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. In the top half of the bracket, so Sacred Heart, assuming that nothing crazy happens here, 1-1 pitch, swung through, strike 2. On Thursday next week, out at TMP, out at Hayes, Thomas More Prep, the Knights would take on the winner of El Saline and Inman at 2 o'clock, upstairs, ball 2. Bottom half of the bracket then, it would be the winner of TMP and Bennington taking on the winner of Ellenwood and Hutch Trinity. So one semifinal would be at 2, 1 at 4, and the championship game in the regional, strike 3. Second straight strikeout. So the Knights, assuming they would keep winning, they'd play at 2, await their opponent playing at 4, and then they would play for a trip to the state tournament in 2-1A at 6 on Thursday next week. That one missing for ball 1. So the host school here for the regional, Thomas More Prep out of Hayes. That one in there, strike 1, 1-1. 2 men down. And then the state tournament would be in Great Bend for 2-1A. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. And that one, strike 2. 2s are wild on the board right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A couple of strikeouts here, looking to nail down his third one, and does just that. Strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base after 3.5. The Knights 13 and the Redskins nothing. And you're listening to Regional Baseball here with Sacred Heart. You're listening and watching it on Salina Post, presented by Maury Clinic.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Back here once again at Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina. Quarterfinal round of this 2-1A. Starting with the 9-team bracket and now down to 8. As Little River beat Ellis in the play-in game a little earlier on this afternoon here in Salina to earn their way into the 8-team quarterfinal bracket. But now after a scoreless first inning between both schools, Knights 7 in the second, 6 more in the third. They bat around both innings. 13 runs on 10 hits and no errors for the Knights. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. for Little River. As to the plate, Noah Hines will bat. 8-hole hitter, Noah Hines, Maddox Wells. In the top of the order, Cam Yohe would bat for his 4th time. Back in there for a second inning of work, C.J. Herzog for the Redskins. First pitch is missing for ball 1. Hines has walked and scored both times he's been to the plate, so no official plate appearance. But he has scored twice. Next pitch to him, and that behind the back. It's called a ball, 3-0 to the Knights second baseman. Next pitch outside for a 4-pitch walk. So Maddox Wells will hit with a man on. Nobody out here in the home half of the 4th. Wells, Yohe, and then Samuelson. With Hines already on. That one in there for strike 1. Wells singled and scored in the 2nd. Walked and scored in the 3rd. There goes the runner and a line shot, and they're going to get a double play out of this one. So Hines was going, but Wells, a line shot to second base, and it's 4-3 on the double play. And just that quick, 2 outs all of a sudden. So line shot to second, and then doubling off first base, Noah Hines. That one, I started to say off the back or behind the back again, but that one lightly plunks Yohe on the back, so he'll take first base. That's our first. Been walks on both sides for each team's pitchers, but that's the first batter hit by either team here in the game. So Jet Samuelson steps in. Pitches down, and easily at the second base with the stolen base is Cam Yohe. Fan of that too, absolutely. 13-10 and none for the Knights now. Runner on, 2 outs, runner at second. Hines again walked to open the inning, but a line shot to second. A soft liner with Hines running on the pitch results in a double play. Quickly 2 out and 0-2 now to Jet Samuelson. The pitch in. Outside pitch, a chopper to the pitcher, 1 over to first, and 1-3 on the putout will retire the side for the Knights. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left after 4 complete. Sacred Heart leads at 13-0 over Little River, and you're listening to Night Baseball on Salina Post, presented by Maury Clinic.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Back in Salina here at Dean Evans Stadium. Cam Yohe back on the bump for the Knights. And what, barring 4 scoring here by Little River to extend this thing, the Knights are going to run rule Little River here as we're in the 5th. The Knights up by a baker's dozen. Due up Schubert, Carmichael, and Grasser. 7-8-9 for Little River. Then Herzog at the top of the order if anybody would get on. Here in the inning for the Redskins. Strike 1. Next pitch in and what? Smile on Yohe's face, it looked like anyway, but tried to fire that one in. It's kind of like from the batter's box, a batter that swings so hard through a pitch that one to first, and that's going to stay. Or did it go foul? It looked like it. Oh, they're going to call it out. It looked like it might have bounced foul right before it got to the bag, but it's an out at first unassisted. So nonetheless, it's going to be 1 man down, 3 unassisted as Schubert grounds out to first. Noah Carmichael, the DH, steps in. But Yohe, that one fouled straight back for strike 1. Yohe kind of toppled forward off the mound and got a few chuckles from the crowd when he kind of stuck his arms and legs out just in fun, but as it stands now, no balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch in, and that's down and away for ball 1, 1-2. And the next pitch in, swung on for strike 3. 2 outs. And the 9-hole hitter, Kellen Grasser, up. Struck out in the 3rd and is only at bat. Top of the 5th. 13-0 Knights. No ball, or first pitch, I should say, with 2 outs. Nobody on. And swung through for strike 1 to the Redskin second baseman. Next pitch is high and tight for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men down, and the Knights up by a baker's dozen. 1 out away from advancing, and there's a chopper right back up the box, taken 2-3 on the putout, and that will do it. Final score will be the Knights 13 and Little River nothing. As the Knights advance, they'll play at 2 o'clock. They'll play the winner of Inman and El Saline at 2 o'clock on Thursday next week at Hayes and Thomas More Prep. And then Hayes TMP hosting Bennington tonight. Ellenwood hosting Hutch Trinity. That would be the matchup. The winners of that game would play at 4 o'clock on Thursday next week. The winners of those 2 games would play for the championship of the regional and a trip to the state tourney in 2-1A. That would be a 6 o'clock scheduled first pitch. Planning on having the Knights coverage for you here on Salina Post. So I want to thank Brian Dennett, as always, for the video and on the camera today. Thank you for listening to us online. Sacred Heart Regional Baseball presented by Maury Clinic. Thanks to Maury Clinic and all of our sponsors, as always. Glad you're with us here and here on Salina Post. Once again, the final score as the Knights 13 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Redskins, no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. As again, Sacred Heart wins it to go to 19-2 to 13-0 the final. The Redskins end their season at 5-17. Once again, for Brian Dennett, I'm Adam Coulter, and thank you for listening to Sacred Heart Baseball, presented by Maury Clinic here on Salina Post.